for the meal prep company, we only need 200 something actual weekly customers to make that $1 million business. So what I want to talk about today is how we're going to be breaking down how we're going to get to $1 million with the meal prep company. Okay. And I was talking with Hamza, who's obviously heading it up kind of for us. And I was breaking it down for him, where I could tell when we were talking, he's like, yeah, we're going to do like really well, this and that. And I'm like, yeah. And this is why we're going to do really well. And this is how kind of easy it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And the way that I broke it down was this. I told him, take $1 million. Okay. If you take $1 million divided by 10, which is say the average cost of our meal. Okay. We don't really actually even want to be over $10. It'd be awesome if like we only sold meals $10. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? Everything's just $9.99. Yeah. So call $10. So that's 100,000 meals we have to sell per year. Mm-hmm. Okay. Divide that by 12. That's 8,333 meals per month. Mm-hmm. Divide that by 4. That's 2,083 meals per week. Divide that by 7. That's 297 meals per day.
And the meals come 10 per case.
10 per case. But let's not even just do it on like a per meal basis, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, okay. Well, let's do it as no, you're right. Let's do it as one person is ordering 10.
Right.
So let's do it. So 297 meals divided by 10. Mm-hmm. Okay. Divided by 10. That's 29 people a day.
Yeah. Call it 30.
That's it.
Just for like a round number.
Exactly.
30 people placing an order per day.
30 people placing an order per day.
That's nothing.
But now here's another thing too. Like, so say for example, you get the 30 people a day.
Like fuck me, you, Hamza, Jesse, Dave, probably Samantha, and like a couple of my friends would make up 1/3 of that already. Just like
that's what's crazy, because what I don't think people understand is like of those 30 people, those 10 meals will last a week. Yep. Not even a week.
Because what I would probably do is I'd probably go Monday to Friday, 2 meals of those days, and then like weekends, whatever. Maybe like save one for the weekend or
that's like 14 right there already.
Yeah.
So all we really need is 30 people ordering every week.
Yeah.
That's it. Which is fucking crazy. That's so easy. I feel
30 people ordering per day. 10 meals.
30 people ordering per day. Yeah. 10 meals, right?
So it's 30 times 7. Yeah. So it'd be essentially 210 total customers just being on a weekly
200
subscription.
210 customers. That is all we need.
That's fuck all.
Like that's
we average probably about 5,000 to 7,000 visitors to Canadian Protein per day.
Yeah.
Visitors, traffic.
Yeah. Actually, no, more than that.
Is it?
Let's see. Let me take a look.
It also pops up on the homepage of the Shopify store.
Yeah, but don't use that.
No?
No.
Well, even if it's not fully accurate, there's 4,000 sessions yesterday alone. And like we're already at over 1,000 for just like this at this point this morning.
So yesterday we had 77,000 sessions.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So that's why I mean like Shopify is kind of like meh. But that's like, you know, is that bots? Like what is that? It doesn't matter. Like if you want to take the entire fucking total thing, and that counts everything. Like Shopify, I've read into this, it kind of doesn't. It really strips a lot of things out of it. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
To show you a higher conversion rate or something?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know I don't remember what the exact reasons behind it was, but So 70-something thousand, right?
But still, so yes.
You got to think like the fucking golf course alone, the visitors to the Google page, the Google Analytics page, like holy fuck, watch this. Which is crazy because we built it up like with SEO and doing all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah.
We get a loan to the golf course.
And also Canadian Protein is like a national brand, whereas the golf course is really only a local, like a regional brand.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? 42,000 people viewed the business on Google, Coachwood Golf and Country Club this month. 42,000.
That's insane.
So if the golf course is getting that much, you see what I'm saying? Like the Shopify numbers aren't right.
Yeah.
So I use the Google Analytics. Mm-hmm. Anyways, okay, so that was that. So we only really need for the meal prep company, we only need 200 something actual subscribing customers
weekly
customers.
Yeah.
to make that $1 million business.
And that's the great thing about the meal prep. Like, let's say, because like Canadian Protein is a great business model, and we average probably about $135 per order for Canadian Protein. But people on average order once a month to once every 2 months.
Yeah.
That's the typical purchase cycle. Whereas with meal prep, you're spending probably in and around $100 to $150 as well, but you're doing that on a weekly basis.
Yeah. And it's not going to be nearly as expensive as other meal prep companies. Our food is going to be like arguably just as expensive as going to the grocery store and cooking it yourself. That's the goal, right? So I don't think that that's actually going to be a hard thing to accomplish.
Now, one of the things that we're dealing with at Canadian Protein is like trying to just keep up with demand.
Yeah.
That we can't even make shit fast enough. We're trying to increase output. What if we launch the meal prep and things sell out like every single time immediately? Like, or are we going to make everything to spec of like, what if, like, because I know you were talking about making it to when somebody orders, that essentially we're not tracking inventory. They place an order and then we'll just like prepare it on the spot, right?
I wasn't saying that. I think we should have
Then
like,
how do
the
you-
set meals prepared.
Okay, keep them in the freezer and then
Yeah.
you just like pull from actual
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah.
So what happens if you launch and we like are selling out so often?
Then we get more people to help.
Yeah.
Like then we like our kitchen can handle a lot.
Yeah.
Like we'll do 200 people within a few hours, right?
Right, because if you think about
For
it,
weddings and banquets
Yeah.
and whatever tournaments.
Yeah.
So like our kitchen can handle a lot. So if we're doing that many people in one shot, I think it's totally fine. And then if it gets to the point where we're like actually like lighting the fucking world up on fire with meal prep,
because that's
then
true.
we
Because
pivot.
It was 30 orders per day. Let's call it 300 meals per day. That's the exact fucking same thing as a wedding.
Yeah.
Which our 4 people in the kitchen can pump out easily.
And it's way easier to make those as
Right,
well.
because it's not plated.
Yeah,
it's not like,
plated. It's-
yeah.
The aesthetics aren't like as important. It's
Yeah.
not hard to, you could do it easily,
Yeah.
right? It'll be much more streamlined. Nobody's like bringing stuff out. There's no like, okay, there's like no time constraints where like, okay, now it's meal time. Everybody has to go out now and do it, right? It's a lot easier and more efficient of a business.
Right. And you can even like during downtime, let's say it's early in the morning, we're not getting any customers in the restaurant. They can just pump out some meals and build up some inventory for the meal prep company.
Yeah, like
Right.
the way that we're going to set it up is like every single thing for those meals that are predetermined, I guess you could say. They're going to be portioned out already.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like every day we'll just make those. We're not going to have like, I know we're going to have like a what do you call that? One of those forms that like people can, produce their own custom meals. Like
Yeah.
we're going to have one of those, but I think the majority of our meals that are going to come through are going to be not custom. They're going to be pre-made.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and we're just going to be able to streamline everything.
Yeah.
So that is the goal. Yeah.
What about how are we in terms of like marketing? Because I know, for example, you want to link it to the Canadian Protein website, right? So that you can get foot traffic from Canadian
Yeah.
Protein over to Canadian Meal Prep. What about in terms of like, do you want to do any like new Facebook ads or Instagram ads?
I think
TikTok,
for
shit like
100%,
that. Like, yeah.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that I'm a little bit I'm wondering a little bit is, I know we're gonna have like a meal prep category section on Canadian Protein, and then we're gonna link that category link right over to CanadianMealPrep.com.
Yeah.
What I was saying is what I was thinking is, what if we actually feed the Canadian Meal Prep products over to Canadian Protein? So there's like a feed that's generated on Canadian Protein, but you don't actually check out on Canadian Protein. That might be confusing.
I think you're better off, just like getting sent over to that Canadian Meal Prep, but in like a separate window.
Yeah.
That way you still have like the Canadian Protein window open, and then you go over to Canadian Meal Prep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if you have it on a feed, people might think that you can combine, let's say, meals and protein in order to get like free
Yeah.
shipping on over $100. It might get a little confusing.
Yeah, I think we're going to do like Canadian Meal Prep as well by Canadian Protein.
Yeah.
So that people understand like it's trustworthy, and
Yeah.
we're going to leverage the Canadian Protein brand. It's essentially the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So